how did you come into Wes Anderson's orbit, or did he come into yours?
Uh, well, I kept getting these notes from my agent saying they kept sending me cassettes of his first film.
Bottle Rocket.
Yeah, which, and I probably have the largest collection. I say this all the time, but I have the largest collection of Bottle Rocket cassettes of any man or woman on the planet. And I still haven't seen the movie. I still have no idea. But they kept sending me these cassettes and so forth, and then I just never got around to watching them. And then finally, they sent me the script of Rushmore, and they said, "Would you like to meet this man?" I said, "No, it's not necessary." And they were, because they now represent. I mean, they really wanted me to do this, and I just said, "It's not necessary." And they were like, "What?" I said, "He knows exactly what he wants to do." When I read the script, I knew this was a guy who knew exactly what he was going to do. And I felt, and they said, "What do you want to meet?" I said, "Not necessary. When do we shoot?" Sort of like that. But I should say something about that other movie, which and those people, those two people in it especially, because it's pretty. You're very fortunate to be in a movie, and the sort of straight man in the movie is Chris Elliott, who's one of the funniest people I've ever met, as was his father, Bob Elliott. One of the funniest
Mm-hmm.
guys I've ever met. I still do Bob Elliott all the time. Bob Elliott got me so bad one time, and I do it to other people because I thought it was so majestic and magnificent. He would just go. He would just say he walked up and he said, "You're Bill Murray." Anyway, do that to yourself sometime and see how you feel. Anyway, but that was Chris Elliott, and he was a straight guy in the movie, although he was funny. And it was great to have someone that good watching everything you did and seeing, just being able to give you like pretty good, okay, maybe better. And when you did it well, you got a nod. That was great. It was like having like the greatest litmus test, the greatest okay you could ever get on a set. And the other person is Andie MacDowell, who drove me absolutely crazy on the movie. She drove me absolutely nuts. We were always waiting for Andie MacDowell's hair. And the fact is, Andie MacDowell has the greatest hair you have ever seen in your life. And when she finally would arrive, you had to sort of just give up. That hair was really great. But she did drive me crazy. And I'm thinking about it even now. I've thought about it many times, like that I owe her a real apology because she did drive me crazy. I think part of it was I'm not really method, but I think I must have really resented the fact that she still hadn't fallen in love with me, and we're like 17 weeks into this movie, and she still doesn't like me. So I think that's probably what I was holding on to. Maybe that was my method actor reserve. I think I must have read about that kind of thing in an article about acting or something. But anyway, I'd like to put on the record that her performance in the film is really, really, really good, really good. And I don't mean really good. I mean, what's better than really good? Better than very good? It's really great.
Mm-hmm.
It's and once again a hard movie to make, and it was just as hard for her, and she had that hair to deal with. But
And did
Rushmore. So you asked me about Rushmore,
yeah.
and that's I've been very fortunate to work with Wes on on all of those other movies except that one that I haven't seen yet. And at first it was sort of an afterthought, but you know, we've become uh, great friends, and I really just enjoy the way he throws. He really makes movie making an experience. I used to envy those old timers who like shot Hurricane. They went to Hawaii and they shot Hurricane. And they they had to stay in Hawaii for 5.5 months or something, waiting for a good storm or something like that. That was living. That was really being a movie actor back then. But our movies are similar. We go to a place and we kind of take over a small place, and that's all you do is the movie. There's nothing else. There's nothing else but making that movie. and being with the people that are making that movie. So all your daily life is just more grist for the mill. It's more that you can bring to the job when you shoot. So he really makes the making of movies an experience, and I love that. And he makes every movie he makes just gets better and better and better and better.